hit it with the once with my front wheels, and then I banged it when the car set back down, and I banged it again when my rear wheels went over it, right? Not a drop of blood. So the sheriff's looking around, looking around, looking around. Obviously, they ain't nobody going in those wood lines, right? They got something snatching up people. This dude just tell you there's a thunder cat running around out here or something, right? So they go back. So he goes back. Everybody says, calm down, calm down, calm down, go back. So he went back to this. They went back to their places. The next day, they get the thing they call the two good old boys that were hunting, and they tell them the stories. Those boys told them we got a Wampus Cat problem. Those two boys told him this is a Wampus Cat. My papa used to tell me about these, this, that, and the other, based on the description. And he says, we're in trouble. That's what he said. We're in trouble. If this thing's going around, nothing good can come from this. And no one has ever been able to, we don't even know how to handle this. But here's the fun part. All the killing stopped. It never happened again. Never happened again. Nothing there. That literally is the end of the story. The thing got pancaked by a Pontiac coming home from church, and it moved on.
Decided to roll out.
Decided to roll out, man.
Find a new place.
They tried to roll out, and this was 1960 that this happened, right? So they had the greasers, the preps, and the greasers, and we're at it. 1960, bebop's going on. March, I think that was earlier than that. But anyways, so that, gentlemen, is the two most I found to be interesting Wampus Cat stories that I was able to find. And there's a lot of them out there, but I thought these two were good, specifically because the one incident doesn't end any way dramatic. It just stopped. That whatever it was just left, and by pure luck, Papa hit it with the Pontiac, taking Mama home from church, right? Going home, right? Bam, from bingo at the church lodge.
That was one of those synchronicity events, right? Where hit the thing at just the right time, and it just decided, I've had enough.
Came around, I'm done with this town, man. I got these people camping out on me. I'm made out here, and I took off, right? So that's it, boys. That's what I got for y'all. Now, as we always do at the end, I always like to do the round table. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Round table. We're gonna do a 3-round round table. First of all, we're gonna start with Pug Wudgies. Steve, are you a believer?
I wouldn't say I'm a believer in the origin story. It's pretty out there. Is it possible that these little humanoid creatures exist? Especially out in, we're getting the deep woods up north. It's possible. I'm not going to say no. I think it's possible. And again, the fact that they can disappear at will, I think is what kind of makes them a lot more elusive. They're probably not trying to be found. Right. So it's possible. I'm not going to say no.
Cooter, what you think about these Pug Wudgies?
Me, I always think of it like, where did it come from? Right? And so I'm going to say my typical giants, right? Like giants keep popping up. It's always the same description of giants. There's giants all over the place.
Yep.
Making stuff, right? Yep. Always making stuff, building things, doing impossible things as well, right? I think that there was something happening here. Look, man, there was like 100,000 years there between like modern humans and like Göbekli Tepe.
Well, right? And we can't discredit the Appalachian mountain range is the oldest mountain range on Earth,
and it is chock full of caves.
Yeah, man, for sure,
chock full of them.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. I think that it's kind of like the endangered species. As we keep encroaching on these different kind of things, territory, they go deeper and deeper, kind of underground, so to speak. Right. I think this is possibly another, descendant of something that we just don't understand. Yeah. Right. There's Hobbit people in the Philippines. They found the skeletons aplenty. Right. Little tiny people. They could have been a tribe of little tiny people, right?
Jay, sounds like you're a yes, man. You're in.
Like, I mean, I feel like it's a plausible kind of deal, you know?
All right. So Smokey and Cooter are in.
Yeah, I'm in.
I'm in too. So I'm a hard yes. All right. So, and Jay, hold that thought. Hold. What's that?
No explanation needed. Just yes.
I'm a hard way. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why I'm a hard yes. It's because your ass is 50-50. That's what I'm thinking. Like, Captain No Way in Hell over here. If you're 50-50, that's a hard yes for me. All right, yes. And like hands down, I've got no time in Cape Cod, but I know you were there every summer, right? And like you were up there, right? And the whole little Pugwudgie crosswalks, that's weird. I mean, that's something right there. But hold that thought, Jay. We're gonna circle back to. We're gonna pull that thread. Smoke Wolf Steve or Smoke Wolf Steve? Yes or no?
Now here's where I become Mr. No again. I like the story. I think it's a very cool story. But do I think that there's wolves just turning into shadows? And that one's a little bit more far-fetched for me. I'm gonna say probably not.
Smoke's a no. Cooter, what are you?
I don't know about smoke wolves, but I'm pretty sure there's lots of real wolves in the forest, and those motherfuckers seem to disappear and reappear too. So
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Wolves are pretty, but they don't typically hunt at night. So I feel like dusk in the forest is a very, very mysterious kind of time because it's real hard to see, and you see things that aren't necessarily the way you see them sometimes.
Yeah, for sure. Myself with smoke wolves, I'm a no, and I'm gonna tell you why. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm a no with an asterisk. Yes, that is something there, but it is something. It is. I'm gonna throw it into skinwalker territory, some type of evil type of like manifestation, pulling energy around it, right? Some type of black portal on that, right? So I'm gonna say that the smoke wolf. So I like when we were doing the Enigma live, and I was like, would a vampire be considered a cryptid? And Joel was like, yes, it would be considered a cryptid, right? So this is something I just don't think it's a cryptid. Like there's other types of fiduciary in those mountains, man. I just don't think this is a cryptid. So the smoke wolf I think is probably something else, but they are probably seeing something purely.
Subscribe now and turn on the notifications to join us on this extraordinary journey into the unknown.